Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of State of Survival with Sticky Fang Gaming. And I have owed you this part 3 for about a week. Sorry it's a little delayed, but welcome to State versus State. State 11 versus State 92, the finale. I really hope that you guys enjoy. And as always, leave comments below, like, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So in the last video, I left off with going into Discord and talking to GLC about combining forces and coming together as one team to fight these guys. So this was before we came to an actual agreement. We had already brought it up with them, but they were talking over with their leadership team and they were making room for us. And then on our end, as you can see, we're in the middle of holding the capital right now with Demo holding the capital and me holding the North Tower. And we're just waiting for confirmation with them. So right now I'm taking 2 rallies and Demo is taking a rally. And it's pretty intense. AUD and P&D, they're working together pretty well. And then you have WWW, who they were kind of like an annoying little wasp. They would rally us and they wouldn't take out too much damage, but it would be enough. And then SLC was also rallying us. Yeah, it was just rough. But just so Nimki is going to switch to the capital is what we suggested. He made it in there. We're going to appoint him as the leader. And they're going to hit Nimki stats. I don't know if they won that rally or not, but we'll see here in a second. The rally should be hitting really soon. And I slowed down the video footage for you guys as well so you can actually watch it. So one that hit from SLC pretty solidly. They didn't get much damage at all, actually. So doing pretty well. Just talking some crap still in state chat. And taking solo hits from smaller guys. This happens quite a bit. If you're a small guy new to the game, word of advice for you, never solo a tower or a capital and join a solid alliance. You don't want to join an alliance by yourself, you know? All right, just taking a looky here. So still more rallies coming. You guys get to see my PM. It happens a lot. All right, so that rally hit. That one was a little worse, but as you can see, I still won pretty solidly. My stats are pretty well. All right, so confirming with GLC that we are going to be teaming up here pretty soon. More fan mail. I'm sorry, you guys have to watch this. All right, yep, we're just trying to heal these troops as quick as we can. So WWW set off another rally on us. And I'm going to go ahead and skip forward just a little bit so we can get back to the action so you guys don't just have to watch me replying to PMs all day. As you can see, Nimki was switching between the capital. Sometimes he would come to the North Tower or he would rally folks' settlements or other towers that weren't held by GLC. And what would end up happening if he rallied another tower that was held by P&D, AUD, SLC, or those other alliances, they would pull before his rally would set or march. And if he was in the capital, they would cancel those rallies and they would rally again as soon as he pulled from the capital. And as you can see here, he's getting a little frustrated. He's like, hey, you know, I can't get any action because they keep running from me. So sorry about that, Nimki. But yeah, people know how strong you are from these videos. And State 92 was very wise for not taking any hits from him or basically smashing any of their troops against his. This is something that they have to do later on, though, as you're going to see coming up fairly soon. There's going to be a little bit of a jump in the video where my power is going to drop drastically. My biocaps are going to drop drastically. And I'm going to explain what happened during that time frame. So P&D realized that we were doing the strategy of Nimki just smashing the capital or holding the capital, and we were catching up to them in time. And once we started to surpass them in time and accumulate hours, once we switched over to GLC, because we were able to iron out those plans, they were able to make the room for us, and we switched over, they would start double rallying. And the first rally would take like maybe a quarter or like a half of the troops we had in the capital, but it would take out a ton of infantry, and then that second rally would come in, wipe the rest of the infantry, and knock us out of the capital. And that's how they would beat it. They would do a double rally on us. And so I'll explain a little bit about what we did to counteract out that here in a second. I want you guys to take note, though, of how much power I have right now. So I'm currently sitting at 177, and I started out at about 210, 215-ish. And I started with 1 million biocaps, and I'm down to 632,000 biocaps, which is still quite a bit. And I just want you to take note. You're going to just keep track from here on until the very end of the video. And then feel free to tell me that I'm crazy in the chat. I completely will understand. So here's the drop in power. I have officially dropped 30 million power in the time span from that last clip to this clip. And I am in GLC now. And let me tell you how this happened. Oh, and also take a look at the biocaps. I'm down all the way to 107,000 biocaps. So I used 500,000 biocaps. And let me just give you a quick little recap. So we are P&D's at 5 hours and 15 minutes. GLC is at, let me see if I can get a quick look, 5 hours. So we have been fighting for over 10 hours at this point, okay? And it's gone back and forth. It has been insane. When we switched over to GLC, they had about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours. I might be wrong. I think I've said the correct time in my other videos. And as you can see, P&D was up pretty significantly. I think when we went over to GLC, they were up by like, GLC was at like 2 hours or maybe or something like that. And then P&D was like at 4 hours and 45 minutes. But now they're like 5 hours and 15 minutes, and we're slowly catching up. And we were able to do that because I was solo hitting their people who were reinforcing the capital. We're going to call this the Sticky Fang Special. So what does Sticky Fang do? Anytime that someone was an HQ 1-star or below and reinforced the capital, I didn't care if they were an HQ 28, 29, 30, or a 1-star. If you reinforced the capital and you weren't 2 stars or more, I was speed hitting you. I was knocking you out, and you can see here on the screen right now, this was my whole job. I took it on the chin for my team, and I hit everyone that I could that was reinforcing the capital that didn't deserve to be reinforcing it. So every time that they were rallying us and I could hit some of their guys out of the rally, I would. Every time that we were rallying them because they just did a double rally and they won, and we were getting it back, I would hit whoever was reinforcing, and it was working splendidly. I mean, it's just common math. It's just battle tactics. If we don't have to go up against 1 million troops, then why should we? If I have the opportunity to hit someone and drop 120,000 troops or another 200,000 troops because I'm hitting 2 people at the same time and I'm speed hitting them with biocaps, and I can knock them out, then why wouldn't I? And as you can see, it jumped a little bit more. I'm already down to 136 million power and 11,000 biocaps. And you guys might be like, man, Sticky, like, this isn't a feasible strategy. You can't do this every state versus state. You're absolutely right. I cannot do this every state versus state, but this was an important one for me and for my team because this was a must-win situation. And I did this for like 19 hours. Well, not really, because once we popped over to GLC, we only really fought for like another maybe like 8 or 9 hours. But I did this for a long time, constantly speed hitting people and knocking them out, and they have to port back into the capital area, and I'm knocking them out again, and I'm losing crazy amounts of infantry. I'm trying to speed heal. It's just, like, the best way I can describe it is insane. And honestly, even though I was doing that, PND, AUD, HIH, SLC, WWW, and all the other alliances from State 92 were still giving us a crazy hard time. We were having a really hard time beating these guys. And it was simply because we were basically one super alliance fighting against an entire state, an entire healthy, very much alive state with like 9 alliances that were like in the over 5 billion power ratio, while S11, the number 2 alliance for state 11, is only at like 5 billion power, and GLC is like at 10 billion power. So we were pretty outgunned, but we were not giving up. And I can even take all the credit myself, because Silent Fran was putting in a crazy amount of work. Atarax was putting in a crazy amount of work. Pyramus, G.I. Joe, Flash, Mario, Nimki. Nimki was the MVP. Johnny. All these great guys came together, and everyone else too, all the support characters. So Lady Twilight, Lyco, everyone, Beer, like, we just all came together. Shout out to all you guys. I'm sorry if I didn't name drop you. I'm trying to get everybody, but it was just insane. And shout out to the State 92 guys too. I talked to you about in the other video, but yeah, this is basically how we won it. As you can see, Panda's holding it again. We're gonna knock him out with that tactic I just mentioned. As you see, Nimki's rally is incoming, and they're not even going to take it at this point. They're just pulling, because they know that every time that we send a rally to them, I'm hitting their guys out, and they're not going to win it. So they're just going to go ahead and pull. We're going to take it solidly. They get as much time as they can, and we get as much time as we can, but math-wise, we just came out as the winners. I think they ended up kind of quitting around, I think it was about around like the 19-hour, the 20-hour mark. They ended up kind of saying we give up. And honestly, it was the perfect timing, because we were pretty much ready to give up as well. You see there's another time jump there. I'm already down to only 761 biocaps left. And I believe this was the point where they actually did fully give up. As you can see, there's only 5 hours and 32 minutes left. And they're going to go out with like a last hoorah. Their guy, Bumpkin, or I can't think of his name. He was a P&D guy. Bumba. He's going to just be hitting people out of the capital at this point, just getting as much points as he can. And they actually rallied me too. They rallied me, and you're going to see me eat a rally to finish off this video. And I hope that you guys enjoy it, because I was kind of nervous. I had barely any infantry. I dropped off like 100 million power at this point. As you can see, we killed it in points. Like, points-wise, GLC had 3 billion. It wasn't even close. It was awesome. But I'm 126 million power right now, and I'm about to eat a full rally. I have 955,000 dead troops with a 30% revival rate, and that was kind of scary to see, but I did end up getting that full 90% revival rate later on. Sip Rib is still hitting people, and here's the rally. This is the rally I was referring to. Bumba. He wasn't very happy. He was a good sport, but he definitely, I think he thought he was gonna win this. And I kind of thought he was going to win it too, but my team came together and they reinforced me. So I think he ended up hitting around about 1.5 million troops. Because I started off with a undisclosed number of troops, but as you can see, I did lose about 1 million. So if he hit 1.5, you guys can do the math with how many troops you think that I had starting this off. So the rally's coming, and it's coming. And I'll speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here and wait another minute and 19 seconds. All right, so it's sped up, and while this waits, I want to go ahead and give out, like, for real, this is the last time I'll do shout outs for this video, guys. Okay, so really quick, for State 92, I want to shout out PND, AUD, SLC, HIH, RTV, and RIM for putting up a great fight in our very first state versus state. You guys are awesome. And special shout out to Joven, Panda Kickin' Sticky, Richard, Harley Quinn, Bamba, Steffi, Martinez, and Sip Bib, Cowboys fan guy. All you guys are awesome. Bumba, I hope that you enjoyed losing those troops because I ate that rally boy. And yeah, guys, this is the finale for the State versus State Part 3. This was a lot of work. This was like the most work I've done for videos since that hero video that I did a couple months ago. I really hope you guys enjoyed parts 1, 2, and I especially hope that you enjoyed part 3. Sorry it took so long to push out there, but I just want to say I do this for you guys. I do it in my free time. I know it takes a while to get stuff pushed out, but it's, you know, it's a hobby. So, you know, cut me a little bit of a break. If you like what you see, please, guys, please like, subscribe, share it to all your friends, and stay tuned for more. And until next time, this has been another episode of State of Survival with Sticky Fang Gaming.